Okay, once you have found your PEP channel that you're going to be cleaning, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a duplication of this channel. You don't want to be doing too many modifications to the same channel. It's helpful to, in a way, have a history in your channel, in all of your channels, as to what you did to create each channel. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a duplicate of this PEP clean no Italian channel, and we're going to be working off of the duplicate. So in order to do that, the first thing you need to do is to make sure, if you notice where I'm clicking here, make sure you've clicked in the space that defines what channel is active. And so I've clicked out of it, now I'm clicking back into it. I'm going to make this PEP clean no Italian channel my active channel, and now I want to duplicate it. So I go Edit, Duplicate Waveform. And it creates a duplicate in every way, including the name. Now that's not helpful, so we need to rename it. So we're going to say PEP Clean Italians, and we're going to add one more thing: no zeros. So that's indicating what's changing with this new channel we created, what we're going to be doing with it. We're going to be getting rid of the zeros. And while we're at it, we're also going to be getting rid of these two high points here. So we're getting rid of the incorrect overly high values and the incorrect overly low values, which are our zero values. But I'm pointing to the wrong channel. So I'm going to literally now close this channel 18 from which we generated this new channel. And then what we want to do is we want to define our scale here to be useful for us. So I'm going to double click on this y-axis of the channel we're interested in. And the scale I've found works the best when we're looking at about a 0.05 with a midpoint of 0.1. We're going to say OK. So what that allows us to do is, if you'll notice in this y-axis here, we have visibility from 0 seconds to 0.2 seconds. And that's the range. Beyond this range, no value is valid. And in fact, it's nice to have the 0 in value, because 0 values are not real values for PEP either. So when we see it drop to 0, we know we're going to fix that. And that's what we're going to be setting up. The other thing that we're fixing is these values that go way above the normative point. And the normative point for each participant changes. This participant, let's see if I can eyeball it. It looks like they're about 0.125. Seems to be their average for this little data series. Different participants have different norms. I've had some that I've worked on that are like 0.15. Some are 0.125, some are 0.11. It depends on the participant, but you'll get a sense with each one what their average running baseline is. And all of these wacky things, if you look up in the data that it was used to be calculated from, you see this is noise in the data. And it's so noisy that the acknowledge algorithm couldn't label the B point or the C point or all those points. It couldn't label, so it gave up. Now sometimes there's a lot of noise and it tried its best to label them, but you can just see visually that this mess is not a real accurately labeled impedance cycle. So nearly all of this stuff is probably going to go away, but we'll pick that up in the next video.